Full moon in Capricorn happening on July the 21st of 2024. This full moon is very special because last month we have the same full moon in Capricorn. Now, it is very uncommon to have a sign in the full moon back to back. What this means is that the energy is being really highlighted here, and in this video I'm going to break it down for you what it means, how you can work with this energy, what this full moon really wants to tell you, because there is a very important and urgent message, especially for those of you who are ready to step into your truest and highest alignment in this lifetime. So if you want to know more, keep on watching. Welcome back, this is Tina Wong, and on this channel we talk about spirituality, how to step into your truest and highest alignment, and also the cosmic energies updates. Okay, so if you guys are into anything like that, be sure to stick around, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course let me know what you'd like to see more down below. So today's video is really dedicated to the full moon energy. Okay, I'm going to walk you through 3 to 5 points that are really major that you need to know how you can work with this and how it affects you. And I want to make a separate video going deeper onto how to receive your manifestation faster, because full moon is all about receiving of manifestation. So first of all, first thing first, this full moon is in the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is an earth sign. Okay, it is the fatherly role. It is really that masculine energy. What does it mean for you? It means that right now the energy of the masculine, the practicality, even the logical, is being highlighted right now. If you guys are very empathic, sensitive, and I know a lot of you guys are, let me know if you've been feeling this, is that in the collective, there has been this energy shift where we're being more sensitive, we're being more conscious, we're being more aware, and sometimes it can come off as a very chaotic way, especially if you feel like you've been hit with like an energetic, emotional storm where you're feeling more sensitive and more emotional than usual. Things can be coming up. Well, that's kind of like what's going on right now, and this full moon is here to kind of stabilize it. It's very important that you understand that, you know, sometimes there might not be anything specifically wrong with you, but there is a lot of that energy here to let you know that we're all going through this, especially the highly sensitive ones are here to awaken to another way of living. You know, a lot of this we call the new earth consciousness. So this is very interesting, and you must be thinking like, well, what does this full moon in Capricorn have anything to do with this? Well, I made a video on my channel, the last video, if you go back, I talked about it. It's this huge new wave of energy coming, and here to reminding us of what is relevant right now as we're shifting into the new earth consciousness. And this Capricorn moon is here to kind of lay the foundation and reminding you that sometimes to understand the divine, we have to understand the human, and understanding the human, we have to open ourselves up to our truest nature, which is of the divine. So what does that mean? It means that this Capricorn energy brings up a lot of the humanly realm, but also the subconscious realm. Very interesting, because the Capricorn energy, when it shows up in the tarot card, okay, if you guys are familiar with the tarot card, it shows up as the devil. Okay, now that sounds really scary, you know, the devil card, like we don't want we don't like that energy, right? But it's interesting because if you look at the devil's card and you look at the lover's card, these two cards in the tarot deck, they're very similar, right? So there's like this really dark energy that the devil portrays, and then there's like that love connection, true energy that the lover portrays of coming together. But why are there similarity, and why are there also vast differences? Well, this is the time where our consciousness is going to be really expanded. You're gonna, you know, as you expand into the light, you're gonna expand into the darkness as well. And this is what I always say, sometimes we have to understand our subconscious and clear out that gunk in the trunk and really look at it for us to pave the way and to open ourselves up to new possibilities. And sometimes it's gonna look like, well, why am I seeing all these things? So around this time, if you're looking at conspiracy theories, if you're looking at things that doesn't seem right, if you're looking at the media, the politics, the assassination attempt, okay, and there's like a lot of crazy stuff happening, a lot of dark, even Hollywood stuff is coming out. So there's a lot of that darkness is being revealed, okay, that devil energy, for us to decide, well, how are we going to shift that energy into that lover's energy, which is the connection, the connectivity point. Well, this full moon, even though, okay, outside on the mask, it seems very practical, it seems very like, well, focus on work and career, which is a very good time for you to focus on that, which I'll talk about later. But this is really an awakening time for you to take a look at what are the darker sides of humanity, of society, of life, and which path are you going to move towards, right? Because we can sit here and talk about, oh my gosh, all these things that are going wrong with the world, in the politics, in the Hollywood, in the Matrix. We can sit here and complain and cry about it, right? And some of the stuff is very sad, it is very concerning, but we have to understand, come back to our light and come back to our alignment, right? Is what we talk about here, of knowing that we have the power to shift collectively depending on where we want to play in that vibration, where our frequency is at. Right? You've heard of raising your vibrations, and why I want to do that? To feel good, so we can live this life in a little corner. Well, the thing is, if there is that density, that fog around our planet, we're not really free. It's like, if our brothers and sisters are not free, are we really free? Then I feel like this is a very spiritual time, but in a very humanly way, for us to realize what are the structures, okay, Capricorn rule structures and organization, what structures are crumbling down, what organizations is no longer working, what old paradigms that needs to fall. Okay, so let me know if you've been feeling into this, if you've been getting any like weird intuitive hits, if you're feeling into like any weird darkness or conspiracy things that's been going on. Let me know down below what you've been going into. And there's a lot of that, okay? And then the second thing I want you to understand how this really affects you is what I was talking to you about, which is the career, okay? And also I highly recommend that you watch my full moon in Capricorn of last month's, okay, video, to understand more about what are the similarities and what is the theme, because we can be working with very similar themes. So the career thing is not just like, oh, it's a good time for your career type of thing, okay? Yes, it is in that sense, but it's deeper than that. This is the time where it's not about career, it's not about money, it's not about business, It was that way, kind of kicking off that energy starting last month. But this month is truly about understanding that there's a deeper purpose. There's a deeper calling. There's a deeper reason why you're being called to look at the things that you're meant to do. Because sometimes you can think like, oh, what I really want to do is just so selfishly me, like I just want to paint, I just want to draw, I just want to dance, I just want to like write, and sometimes it feels like you're not being responsible, right? You're not doing the things that society says you have to do. Okay, let me know if you feel into anything like this, because Capricorn, the fatherly figure, okay, I feel like I'm doing this because it's like, the devil card, which is like the whip. It's like the whip. It's like, get to work, wake up, right? It's like that energy of really waking you up, right? Waking you up to what reality have you been living? Have you been slaving away, or have you been selling your soul, selling your time, selling your energy to things, places, people that are just not aligned with you, right? I talked to a lot of people over the years, and they say, I don't really care about money. I just want to be happy. Yet money is the only thing that's on their mind, right? So it's like, what do you really care about? I'm not saying don't care about money. I'm saying think about what you really want. Think about what you really want, and not making money and working the focus, but living out your truth and your purpose is the focus, because money gets to be the side product of being who you are, you know? And there's a beautiful saying I'd like to pass on to you is impact is what you do, money is what you make, okay? And this is for the divine leaders and for the new earth way showers and guides and healers and activators out there. You have to understand that money is just a byproduct of who you are and how you're being supported. It's just a one way of abundance. But the truth is, impact is who you are. You're here to create impact by being you, okay? And if you consider yourself a healer or you want to step into your true healer role, let me know down below. It's not about, let me try to heal you. Oh, let me heal you. Come here, child. It's not about that, okay? By you being who you are, it's healing. By you embodying peace and love and alignment, it is healing for everyone who's meant to walk in your way. And even not, the energy doesn't lie. It sends out the vibrations. Right? So this is where your work, your career, your purpose is being highlighted, but in a way where it's connecting to the soul contract, okay? Please, if you need to write this down, think about it, you know, take notes, or you can meditate on it later. Think about soul contracts, okay? Because when we're talking about that Capricorn, like that devil energy, okay, that devil card in the tarot, is, you know, when you say that, you say, I sell my soul to the devil, right? For money, for fame, for, you know, all those like material things. Usually that's how they get a hold of you, you know, because they have nothing else to give. But also, all of these things are not even real, okay? So that's why they give you that energy. So this is really the time where you have to really think about, where are you having these soul contracts? Where are you basically signing your happiness away, your peace away, your well-being away? And all you have to do is just detach it, okay? And I know I talk a lot about this card energy, but I'm going to share with you one more thing about it. Is maybe two, is if you look at the card, the chain, okay, it shows that these two people have these chains around their neck, and it sounds really scary. But the thing is, these chains are loose. You can just really take them off, you know? It's not like you need a lock or anything, or a key or anything, okay? So think about, what are the chains that you think it ties you, but it doesn't. You know, some people say like, okay, I have to work, I have to stay here, I cannot move, I cannot leave, because, really? I think you can send it, you can put in your resignation letter, like you can, okay? You can do that, okay? You can choose to walk away from something, away from someone, you can. Okay, whether you want to or not, that's your choice. You get to decide that, that's your decision. But whether you can or not, you can. Okay, so this is the time where you want to think about, where am I holding, gripping so tightly on something that I can take off in any moment at my own will. So what that means also is that the energy of free will. Okay, so no dark forces or anything like that, or negativity. Okay, sometimes people think dark forces and this entity, and they make it like an actual thing. And how I like to look at it is that there is a million ways you can look at the same thing. Okay, that's perspective, that's truth, because truth is like a sphere. You can look at it as the actual devil. Like, some people actually believe there's an actual devil, okay, or negative energy. And then, you know, in psychology, they just call it negative thoughts or negative energy, or like, you know, the ego self or whatever, right? Like, so just shift it, okay, and change the language to see what resonates with you. But that dark, that negative energy, it doesn't need to be there without your consent. Okay, you don't need to keep on thinking about that. When you're like, wait a minute, I have control over what goes on in my head. You know, something can happen. Let's say you went through a breakup, you went through a traumatic event, you know, you went through things, but you can make a story about what that means, about, oh my gosh, I was the victim, this person is the worst, you know, they did this, you know. Or you can say, well, yeah, this sucked, but I feel like I learned that it's important for me to stand up for myself, to know my own worth and value, to start loving myself on a deeper level and not placing my validation and my approval onto other people. You see, you can change the story, you can change the narrative. So this full moon truly is about you taking control of your life, yourself, and knowing where is it that you put a chain around your neck, okay, kind of like that image, and giving it, like, who's pulling it? Okay, giving it to some other master, like who's pulling it? Is it your past that has the keys to your happiness right now and they're just tucking you back and like, no happiness for you, Or you're giving it to your, to money, or you just saving away for that, or the system, or the whatever, I want you just to think about it. And just have a really clear idea about what freedom means to you, because the opposite of like being chained is freedom, and that's what we're here to explore and experience. Okay, and notice I didn't say achieve, because we are free. Okay, our souls is free. We are free. Okay, but do we know it or not? Do we behave in such way? Do we choose to live in such way? That is something else, but you are free. Okay, you are free. So if there's an affirmation you can work with, you can say, I am free, I am free, I am free, right? And you are free. Really think about all the ways that you can choose freedom. It's all in the free will, which is the will to be free, okay? And your will to choose, okay? Your freedom is the freedom of choice. You can choose to stay, you can choose to leave, you can choose to turn left, you can choose to turn right, you can say F it, or you can say, yeah, let's go here, It's up to you, okay? So the third way here with this full moon in Capricorn energy and why it's being repeated twice, okay, month to month, back to back, energetically right now, there is that energy of taking control and being responsible, because Capricorn is that fatherly, responsible figure. So instead of like, me following my true path is not responsible, it is the most responsible thing that you can do. Okay, because God, the divine, the highest light, the universe created you, the creator, for a purpose. Okay, there's no coincidence, there's no accidents in this universe. Okay, there's always a purpose. Okay, everything, okay, all your organs, everything, like, everything here serves a purpose, and it just works perfectly. Like, look at nature, everything just divinely works perfectly. It's like the cycle of life. Okay, I won't go into it. I'm seeing all these images of the bees and the pollination and the flower. It's just like there's a perfection. There's a dance of perfection in our planet, and you have to know that you are part of that divine perfection. Okay, so knowing that there is a role that you're meant to play, you are that unique piece of the puzzle, that when we are all understanding what our true role is, we embody our true unique piece of the puzzle, and we're not trying to be that person, right? Why is everyone trying to be this Kim Kardashian puzzle piece, okay, for example? Okay, it's like, why is everyone trying to look and be shaped like her, right? But you are not. Okay, you are actually a different, unique piece of puzzle. So when she is her unique piece and you are your unique piece and everyone is, together we're putting together, okay, we come together in unity, we come together in clarity, we're coming together in purpose. And you understand that why each and every one of us have to play a role and what we're here to really do. Okay, so that's what we're talking about when we're talking about soul purpose and understanding what you're here to really contribute, because we're all here to contribute something, but not sometimes it's not forcefully. Okay, we're here to add to this dance of perfection by being who we are, right? If the bee is trying to do what the bear does, or if the bear is trying to do what the turtle does, and what the turtle is trying to do what the bird does, it doesn't make sense. That's not how it works, okay? It's just not how it works. So where is it that you are not doing you? Okay, because you're going to experience great suffering if you are not being you, okay? Right or right, okay? No one is ever truly happy being somebody else, because you're designed to be you, you're meant to be you. Okay, so how you can work with all of this energy is to start questioning where is it that you're giving your power away. I made a video on this, how you can take your energy back from people, okay, places and things. Highly recommend you watch that video, link it down below. understanding what are the theme that has been coming up for the past 2 months. Okay, looking at last month's full moon and allowing yourself to feel like you are safe to be you. And maybe that's changing your environment. Maybe taking a pause from certain circles of friends. Maybe it's just some time alone, whatever it might be. Take this time because full moon is about reflection. I'll be making a separate video on how you can manifest and receive your manifestation quicker, because full moon is about receiving that. Okay, and I'm going to be making another video on the meditation that you can go deeper into this as well, and I'll be sharing with you more tools. And I know there's a lot of you guys have been asking about my shop, True Alignment shop, on when I'm going to have new stock and new products. The truth is, I'm working on something very special for you guys, and hint hint, I'll be doing a lot of handmade stuff. I wanted to be able to gift a piece of me and a piece of my protective energy and a lot of insights that I want to encode into these crystals and into these energies. So if you're interested in receiving something like that, you can also let me know in my Instagram at TinaWong000. Okay, I haven't announced it yet, but you guys are the first ones to know. So I'll be sharing more about that. If you got anything from this video, like this and let me know how you feel down below. Subscribe to the channel, of course, and watch more videos to understand deeper on this path. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.